going on, you guys? It is Sunday, the 28th. You guys did not get a vlog last week because I had nothing to show you guys. I really didn't do anything last week. I mean, besides the normal in and out as far as life, I didn't do anything that was worth vlogging about. It was just a normal kind of run-of-the-mill week. Worked, did all the things we needed to do. Didn't do anything that was extraordinary, if that's what you want to say, or anything that was worth posting out onto the internet. So didn't post anything, and I got to the end of this week and realized same thing. We don't really have anything that we did. There's multiple times where we tried to go to the parks and just things didn't pan out the way that we wanted them to. So spent a lot of time here at the house, which is good. It's great to rest. I've got some busy things coming up. I'm going to be in Atlanta starting on Wednesday, and I'll be there Wednesday, Thursday, and coming back Friday for a conference. So you guys will probably get some video footage and stuff from that. But as far as this past week, there hasn't really been anything. So I wanted to do something different and change things up a little bit. So we're going to try to do a Q&A. I posted out on all of my social media platforms to ask me anything, and I will try to answer it as best as I can here on the vlog format. Hopefully this changes things up a little bit, let you guys get to know me a little bit better, and hopefully shows you guys that just a dude here in Florida trying to find his way in life, because things change over and over and over again, and just trying to make it happen, I guess. So the first question that we've got is, what inspired you to start vlogging? So if you followed me on my main channel at any point, I have done Vlogmas a couple times. The first time I ever did it was back in 2020. Yeah, it was 2020. And so that was the very first time that I did Vlogmas. It's really the first time I had like extensively vlogged for an extended period of time. I had tried doing it in high school, and a little bit of college, but it just never worked out. I was so scatterbrained. Not that I'm not scatterbrained now, but I'm still very scatterbrained. But all that to say, I have done Vlogmas twice now. I did it in 2020, 2023, and now we're here, and things just went so great in 2023, and I really enjoyed it. I loved being able to go back to 2020 and really watch what was going on in my life at the time, and that's helped me have the drive to put out a weekly vlog. Now, Vlogmas was every day. We do every week. And hopefully, not only is this a way for you guys to get to know me a little bit better, see my explorations and adventures in Central Florida and the rest of my life, but it also is a way for me to go back and kind of like journal, if that makes any sense. I loved journaling on paper and pen. Did it a lot years ago. But haven't really had time to do that. And so I thought, well, if I've got a camera on my phone, the easiest thing that I can do is just film it while I'm there, edit it down, and then I'll have a way to go back and watch the stuff that I documented. So that's why I got into vlogging. Second question is, how did I come up with the idea of the channel? So if you guys have watched any of my vlogs at the very beginning, it says life should be a party, and there's a reason behind that. Same thing in 2020. I was diagnosed with melanoma. It's a skin cancer that was semi-serious at first, but not as serious as it got. And I was supposed to have surgery to get it out at the end of December of 2020. Then I got COVID, and then that got pushed into January. Finally had the surgery. Right before we went into surgery, doctor was saying that the melanoma had actually made it into my lymph nodes, so it became an even more serious situation. And since that day, you can ask Kristen, my wife, I have been, my mind shifted, it changed after that moment. Came out of the surgery, had all of the post checks to see if there was anything left. There wasn't, and it really shifted the way that I think and see the world, and it calmed me down some. I got more easygoing. I don't know if that's correct, but I personally learned to calm down a little bit and not take life so seriously. I was a workaholic. I was just trying to work all the time to keep my mind busy, and then that shifted into me still understanding that work is important, and it is a thing that we all have to do in order to make money and to find meaning in life of some sort. But I learned not to take it so seriously either and try to work on not being a workaholic. And I kind of developed this life mantra of life should be a party. Every single day should be a great time. Even the most mundane and boring days of your life should still be great because you got to wake up that day and you get to experience another day of life. And so that's kind of the theme around the channel, and that builds into our life here in Central Florida. We're very new here. We've only been here about a year. So we're getting to explore and see all these new things, but also we're getting to spend time at one of our favorite places, and that's Disney World. Kristen and I have come down here almost every year since we've been married to vacation here at Disney. And so now that we're so close, it has been a fantastic place for us to go visit, sometimes multiple times a week, just to have fun and get our minds off things. It's a great place to go, but also documenting all the other things that we get to do here in Central Florida. And through that, you get to see all the other fun behind the scenes stuff, like the fact that I work at a church as a digital director. I'm also a musician, and you get to see me do recording stuff and go out and do worship gigs or just do other kind of gigs and all that fun stuff. So that's where kind of the idea of the channel came about. Like, I'm already doing these things, so I might as well document them and just put them at a place to where if nobody else watches it, at least I have it to go back to and watch. What's the most challenging part of being a vlogger? All in all, it's not too hard because I'm already doing these things, so you might as well just pull your camera out and film it. But I guess if there was anything that was challenging, it's turning things into like a performance-based thing. Like, we do go to the parks and I want to film it every single time I'm there, but there are times when you're there and you're like, maybe I shouldn't film and just experience. And so there's times where, like, I'll get a couple shots while we're in the park, but then I won't film anything else, just so that way I can experience. And then there's other times where I film the whole thing from top to bottom. So I think that would be the most challenging part, at least that what I've experienced, is the aspect of turning everything into a production. What equipment do I use to film and edit? Right now, it's very simple. Use my iPhone, and it is an old iPhone. Like, you can't see this, but the screen's all cracked all over the place. And it's an iPhone 10, so I've had this thing for years. And then I use this fun little gimbal that I got during Vlogmas. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Got it off Amazon, super cheap. I think I got it on sale, like a Christmas sale for like, it's like 60 bucks or something like that. I think new it's like 80, so it's not too bad. It's by JC Robot. I don't know if you can see that or not. JC Robot. And it is very simple. You just flip this up like that. You put your camera in here this way, and then you turn it on. It's probably not going to turn on because it's, oh, there we go. It opens up and it starts out vertical, and then you can double click and it'll take it to horizontal. There we go. Single click it, and then it'll go horizontal. You want to go back to vertical, single click it again, it goes vertical. This thing's great. I use it in the parks. It's got this cool little attachment over here on the side. I don't have it with me right now. It's actually in my car, but it clips on magnetically, and it has a light, and it technically has like a LiDAR sensor, so you can tell it to follow your face. It's just odd because no matter how far you hold it out, because the iPhone camera on the front screen is off-centered, like you're never really centered in the shot. So I don't use that, but it's fine because I don't really need it. And then it's got this little joystick here on the side to where you can do like fine-tuned adjustments. I've had this thing, like I said, since the middle of December, and I've used it a lot. I have yet to charge it. I know I'm going to need to. It takes a USB, I think, Type-C charger. It's coming up around time, but it still says halfway. So this has been a great addition to the vlog. And then on top of that, you use Adobe software to do editing, so I use Premiere Pro to edit all the videos. Who are my favorite YouTubers or vloggers? Favorite YouTuber has been for years now. Right off the top of my head, Cody Co. I think his content is hilarious. He's very good at making you feel like you've been best friends for forever, even though I've never met the guy. Enjoy his content. Watch almost every single video that he puts out. Vloggers, I'm trying to think of who some of my favorite vloggers are. I really love Corey's content. He's over at Living in Diz. They were one of the first Disney vloggers that I ever watched. Love to watch his middle of the week streams, and got to meet him back during Vlogmas. Great time, super nice guy, one of the nicest guys you'll meet, and was really cool to meet him. And then who else? Gary's a great guy. You guys have seen him a couple times in the vlogs. His channel he's got Disney content coming out all the time, so you guys should check him out as well. As far as anything else specific in the vlog realm, I think those are really the ones that are on the top of my head right now. Cody also has a vlog channel on top of the regular content he makes. It's Cody Trains. It's like a fitness channel and his journey of trying to stay in shape and run marathons and all that kind of stuff. So that's my favorite YouTubers and vloggers. Can I share any funny or embarrassing stories from my vlogging experience? Well, I don't really have anything embarrassing that's happened before, but I will say that it can be embarrassing to vlog. So sometimes you just, as cringe as this is, sometimes you just gotta act like you got main character energy and just pretend like there's nobody else around, because 9 times out of 10, people aren't watching you anyways. They don't care that you've got this gimbal out and you're filming yourself. Especially at Disney, nobody's really paying attention to that. It's more like the other stuff, like if you're out grocery shopping and you want to say something and document something funny, that's where things start to get a little weird. But at the same time, you just gotta, like I said, go at it with main character energy. Just do it, because like 9 times out of 10, nobody cares. No one gives a crap, because like they've got their own things going on in life, and if they find it annoying or something of that matter, just blow it off and just keep moving forward, because you're doing something fun that you enjoy, especially if you're like me and it's not anything that's like really adding any stress to your life. Don't let other people's opinions add any extra stress to your life that you don't really have to deal with. What advice would I give somebody who's wanting to start their own vlog? Just do it. You've got a phone in your pocket. You're probably watching this vlog right now on your phone. The best thing that you can use, I think Media says this a lot, you've already got the equipment that you need. Just start filming. Because if you keep waiting and waiting and waiting, it's never gonna happen. And you just gotta start, and it's okay to fail, and it's okay to keep pushing forward, because it can only get better from there. Like for me, I had a goal to post a vlog every single week this year, and I've already missed like 3, I think. But that's okay, because I'm just gonna keep moving forward. They haven't been 3 in a row. There's just been like 3 sporadically. I've still posted all the other weeks this year, and that's been great. So I really love the idea of just grabbing something and filming and start documenting. Your life is probably way more interesting than you think it is. I promise you. You might think you have a very mundane and boring life, but in all reality, it's probably something interesting. I mean, I worked in restaurants for years. I worked all these different odd end jobs that people might think aren't interesting, but in reality, if you think about the job that you're at, it's probably way more interesting than you think. I have a plethora of stories that I could tell from my restaurant days that could keep a channel entertained for years to come. You've got things going on in your life. I encourage you just to grab a camera and just start filming. Learn to edit simply. There's plenty of resources on the internet to help you do that in a simple way, and just put it on YouTube. Just put it out. If nobody else watches it, that's fine. You did it for yourself. So that's all the questions that we've got today. As they still come in, you know, I put this out just like an hour ago, so I'm sure there's still gonna be some that roll in over the next day or two. So I might do a follow-up of this and continue to answer some of those questions. So if you didn't get your question answered, I promise we'll do it again here in the future. And I just wanted to get you guys up to speed. I promise you guys that I would keep you in the loop about the weight loss and all that I'm working on. Yesterday, I could have told you that I had an awesome moment, because like I weighed in and I've lost like 8 pounds, which is great. I'm not doing much with the food thing. I need to get back on track with the food. I've been going to a chiropractor, and I'm not gonna say that that's causing things to get better, but I do feel better. And working on getting my alignment all fixed back up. But yesterday it said 8 pounds that I'd lost, and then I woke up this morning, weighed myself, and I was like, I gained like 6 pounds back somehow. So something's up, because then I like weighed again and later, and there was 1 pound off of that, so it's like 5 pounds. I don't know, but I'll post the stats on here anyways to let you guys see where we're at. As you can see, it's still trending downward, which is great. As long as it keep going down, that's better than going up. Unlike that weird bump, maybe I'll have a better answer tomorrow when I weigh myself again. So anyways, that's it for today. I know it was not adventurous like we're at Disney and stuff, but hopefully you guys got to learn a little bit about me. And if you like seeing things like this, let me know. As far as the rest of the channel goes, thanks for stopping by. I really appreciate it. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, turn on the bell notifications, and hit that like button, because it helps with all the algorithm stuff and helps get the videos out there. Remember, life should be a party. I'll see you guys next week.